Guys, Adam from Equipped Indoor. Super excited about my new little toy here. I had to do some retail therapy and be good to myself. I got a 10x10 canvas tarp from Bushcraft USA, Bushcraft Outfitters. This thing is heavy duty, and I gotta say, this thing is awesome. Now, this is much more of kind of a camping in the old style type of thing. This isn't gonna be for everybody. This isn't gonna be for the ultralighters. This is a whole other realm of doing some bushcrafting stuff. So the price point on this is gonna be a little expensive, but we'll go over that. But just wanted to share this with you guys. Got a quick setup here. We're gonna go over a few things. We'll be right back. Now let me give you guys a quick point of reference. This is another Bushcraft USA. This is a canvas 10x10. And before you guys start jumping at me again about the price of this thing, I gotta say Bushcraft USA has got a lot of different variants of this. They got a tan one that's 60 bucks. They got a woodland camo one that I think is 80 bucks. Now of course, a multicam 10x10, I think you're gonna pay about 115. Now this is gonna be the most expensive 10x10 because this is 10-ounce canvas. But it's pretty cool. 16 different tie down points, including three ridgeline ones. The tie down points are pretty squared away. This looks like a 3/4 inch nylon strap, UV treated, water repellent, and of course because it's canvas, it's gonna be a lot more flame retardant than a lot of other materials. Nylon stuff gets on you burning, you're done. It's gonna hurt. But this is pretty cool. A lot better insulating factor, but of course, you know, you gotta weigh your options. It's gonna insulate a little bit better than some other nylon type stuff, but it's gonna be a lot heavier. But this is kind of cool, very rustic, kind of camping in the old style, and I wanted to grab one of these. This actually I personally bought myself, and I'm pretty excited about this because I kind of want to do a kind of a low-tech excursion, and this is about as low-tech as I want to go in regards to my shelter system. So yeah, it's gonna be a little bit heavier. I'd probably go with a couple buddies, but I'll probably be able to put 2 different fires here, really reflect the heat in. The way I have it set up, kind of this modified baker's tent, it's really gonna help. If I wanted to, I could throw another 5x7 tarp across this way and actually close this area in and really insulate me very well. As you guys can see as well, because of the way it folds over, we got a kind of built-in ground cloth there, and then we have a built-in awning here, which is pretty nice. This thing's already been out for a few days, and one thing I got to say is right here, I did not throw a ridge line underneath. I just tied the line directly to the tabs and really stress those tabs out to make sure we didn't get any ripping or anything like that. Now this material is going to be amazing. I mean, I could probably make a hammock out of this stuff. 100% made in America item. So I got a lot of comments from guys who want to see more made in America stuff, but if you get that, you're going to pay a premium. This thing actually goes for about 153 bucks, but in all grand schemes of things, it's still pretty reasonable for the weight and the amount of the cost and the durability of this material. This is going to be your zombie survival tarp, okay? This is going to be a nylon tarp that degrades in about 7 or 8 days in direct sunlight. This thing is going to be able to last for generations. So very excited about this piece of equipment. We'll do some more setups and everything. Just want to do a quick intro, kind of a part 1 to see how this goes. I hope to get out here and do some camping this weekend in it. Doc still hasn't released me to full duty, but I can come out here and camp in my backyard. So that's going to be fun. And hopefully I'll get a rainy day here and we can test out the waterproof nature of this. So guys, let me know what you think. If you got some other setup ideas for me, I'd love to hear them. Really excited about this piece of equipment, and I hope to be out here and play with it a little bit more. I might have to make a fire and sit out here with the girls here tonight. All right guys, so let's take a look around. 3 ridge line loops if you want to do another formation, maybe a plow or something similar like A-frame, like we've done before with the other tarps. But the fact that it's 10x10, it's going to give you a lot of different options to set it up, which is pretty cool. Now, because it's canvas as well, it's going to stain and get kind of nasty faster than some of the nylon stuff. This does have a water treatment, a UV treatment, so it's going to have a lot of good qualities in regards to that. And plus, because like I said before, natural material is going to be a lot more flame retardant than something like nylon. Something like nylon burns on you, it's going to stick to you, it's going to be horrible. You could use this to put out a fire. See, it's a little flappy here, so I might even tie something down here just to make this a little bit more rigid. I might even flare it out here a little bit, add a little bit more drop off with the water, and keep it away from that where it touches the ground right there. But then I possibly could lose some of my heat reflecting capabilities of this. But we're probably going to do a double fire. I'll do 1 fire here and then 1 fire over there. Keep it away from this, but also I can get really, really close to my fire, which is awesome. And the same thing I would do over here. Kind of bring that out a little bit. I might even attach that to the tree just a wee bit. Now I'll stake that out to get some more rigidness on there. and check the seam. This large seam is just the one thing that I'm worried about in regards to its waterproofness, but it seems like there's an overlap in the seam of about 3/4 of it, maybe an inch. So that might be good to go. But I mean, this stuff is tough, man. It's heavy too. Durability and the functionality of an 8-pound tarp is something that nobody can deny. So, hey Adam, I'm gonna go get a nylon one from Walmart. Well, hey man, more power to you. All right guys, as you can see, I don't know if I said before, I did not throw a ridge line under this. I attached the line straight to the tabs. I really wanted to cause a lot of stress to them. This thing is tight, man. Let's play the drums on this thing right now. So, trying to simulate a lot of years of use, making that really tight. Of course, where I live up in the mountains, we get a good amount of wind. I haven't seen much sagging. You know, this looseness right here actually was the way I set it up. I'm just kind of at an angle here because my yard is kind of sloped, and because I'm not doing a ridge line, this is gonna sag a little bit more in the middle. That's just gonna be the nature of how I have it set up here. If I was out in the field or whatnot, I would definitely throw a ridge line on here and just use these to tighten down a little bit. But thus far, I'm really happy with it. These, like I said before, we have 16 of these. Now, one thing about this I would be concerned about is how much water it does absorb. I mean, because it's going to absorb some, even though it's got a water repellent on there and a UV repellent. So you are, I'm sure, going to get a lot better UV reflection with this. And also in the summertime, this thing is probably going to keep you a lot cooler than a nylon, a dark nylon tarp, because it's so light. But you can see the ridge line points in here. I think the next test we'll do with this is be some kind of A-frame, or actually I might do a plow design, a plow shelter, because we haven't done one of those with some of these Bushcraft USAs. But I'm really happy with this, man. I mean, and like I said before, this is going to be the type of thing that you keep forever. You're not going to just use this up and get a new one next season. I mean, it's an investment, but I really think it's an investment I'll have for a while. I mean, if you guys come to one of the equipped indoor training classes, you can guarantee you'll see this thing out there. We like to set up different shelter variants and whatnot, so you guys can get a little more experience with different setups. But very happy with this. I might throw the 5x7 on here in a little bit and close it in, test out the insulating capabilities with no fire, or hug up 2 small fires next to it and see how well it is. I guarantee I come out here a night that is in the low 40s and just sleep with a freaking wool blanket and that's it. So, all right, maybe not sleep with anything but my clothes on. So now when you talk about a winter setup, hey Ace, when you talk about a winter setup, yeah, you're gonna have to insulate. You have to insulate up a little bit, but you guys can see the frame right here. So this is probably about 7 feet by 7 feet, I'm sure. This square right here. Oh yeah, definitely. So what you see right now, I mean, there'll be no problem for, that's probably more shelter than a lot of people need. So this can definitely be a team setup. Maybe 2 to 3 people can huddle up in that, no problem. Whole family. All right, guys, Adam from Equipped Indoor. If you guys have any questions or comments, please email me at adam@equippedindoor.com. You guys take care, be safe out there. Remember, if you're not always prepared, you're never prepared. Thanks.